One or two?
Not too many, though.
Okay, I believe it. So we all hate it, getting pulled over, maybe you've been speeding or doing something like that, and it is absolutely the worst. Well, we've got Steve Miller of Ticket Bust. He's back to share some little-known tricks that may actually help you avoid getting a traffic ticket. Steve is the author of Traffic Tickets, Don't Get Mad, Get Them Dismissed. Okay, so we're going to go through a couple of scenarios that happens to a lot of us. What should we say? You have some advice if we get pulled over and the officer says to us, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" What's the best response?
Well, the first thing you could say is I was driving safely. But more importantly, the best response is, well, the best thing to do is not offer any information to the officer that the officer doesn't ask.
Okay.
So you don't want to admit guilt. You want to tell him you were driving safely, things like that.
Okay. All right. And offering the extra information, you obviously don't want to do that because he might not realize that you were making a mistake, right?
Not only that, but more importantly, they'll take notes.
Okay.
If you offer up too much information or you start to become combative or ask too many questions, he's going to take notes and he's going to think, hey, this person might be contesting this traffic ticket, so I'm going to write a few things down so if I have to go to court or respond to a trial by written declaration, which is what we do, which is a way to contest a ticket without going to court, that he'll be prepared and he'll be ready to write his response or, you know, see you in court. Okay,
so let's say the officer asks you why you didn't stop at a stop sign.
Right. There's a lot of different things you can say, but if you if they ask why you didn't stop at a stop sign, you tell them, well, I didn't proceed until it was safe to proceed. You don't want to tell him that you didn't stop at that stop sign. Okay. You want to tell him that you proceeded safely.
And what if they say, how fast were you going, or something like that, a direct question like that?
I was driving at a safe and reasonable speed.
Okay.
You don't want to ever tell them, you know, oh, I was going 70 miles an hour or 80 miles an hour. You don't want to admit guilt. You don't want to do anything to incriminate yourself or give him any information that he doesn't already have.
Okay. So let's talk about, there's some changes to traffic schools that happened late last year. Talk about those if you would.
Yeah, there's been several changes to traffic school. You used to be able to take traffic school once every 18 months, and then at the judge's discretion, you could also take a second offender's traffic school. When you take traffic school, it used to be marked as dismissed. You get a ticket, on your record it says dismissed, so insurance companies see, hey, you know, that ticket was not a real ticket, it was dismissed. Now, you could only take traffic school once every 18 months. The judge does not have any discretion to give you a second offender's traffic school, and it's marked as confidential. And that's a big thing, because if it's marked as confidential, insurance companies know there actually was a ticket, and they know you went to traffic school for it. So I can see in the future insurance companies rating people with these confidential line items on their driving record at a higher rate than people that don't have that, where before it would just say dismissed. In addition, at the beginning of this year, there's a lot of commercial drivers in California, obviously truckers, taxi drivers, delivery. Commercial drivers were not allowed to go to traffic school. Now they can go to traffic school if they were driving their own car, not a commercial vehicle.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for being here. We really, really appreciate it.
No problem.
And to get in touch with Steve and his team at Ticket Bust, just visit our website's Seen on tab. You can also download his book, Traffic Tickets, Don't Get Mad, Get Them Dismissed. All right, Raul, we'll send it on back over to you.
Got it. Erica, thank you. Still ahead here on Fox 5, we're checking in with Miss Heather Ford.